and we were drinking and doing coke. Actually, this is like we were 16 and we were hanging out. Yeah, so it's like that's a bad combo. We were hanging out with a guy.
That's a rough 16.
Who I had a rough.
Was this a Miami Vice episode?
Yeah.
16, a lot different than I did.
It wasn't a lot of coke.
My 16 involved like Sega Genesis and BMX bikes.
We were maybe 17. So I don't know if that makes a difference. Okay. We might have been 17.
No, but go ahead.
So it was just
and
a
then
little,
the hookers
little
showed up, and once the hookers got there,
building's already on fire. What's a little gas?
Yeah. I know. So, are we recording already?
We are.
I want you to bring the guitar in. Where's the guitar? I need you to bring it in.
Okay. It's being delivered today, like courier-wise. I just tracked it. It should arrive today before noon, so it might actually come over on the air.
Ooh, guitar.
If it arrives on the show, you're going to open it while we're on.
Unboxing? Guitar unboxing?
Yeah.
That would be cool. Hey, I would do that.
What is this guitar?
I think we should.
Did you see any of my stories, Scott?
No, I haven't been online much.
Fortunate enough to dodge all my stories.
Yeah. I don't
Have you watched them all, Dusty?
Yes. Dude, I've been on it. I was actually I'm curious because Nikki asked, how much did it cost?
It actually wasn't that expensive. Like there aren't a lot of these. I got a crazy deal. I've seen a bunch of them online for like up to $1,000 more, but I only paid $1,500 for it.
Get out.
But they're not.
People helped you find them, like from Facebook and Instagram and everything.
Oh, Scott's looking at the bass I bought. That's not what we're talking about.
That's not the one.
Guitar.
Okay, that's what I'm seeing right now.
Yeah, you kind of missed the boat on the stories. They were a couple days ago.
Well, what are we talking about? What's this guitar here?
So, I've decided to like dig my electric guitars out and start playing again because I just I fool around on my acoustic once in a while, but I don't really play much anymore. And I thought I want to get like good again, so I got to dig out my electrics because those are way funner to play.
Yeah.
And, I'm in a condo now. So I was like, well, I have to play through headphones and stuff. So I went and bought some like good headphones, I can plug into my amp and I can sit there and play. And I thought, I really want to hang my guitars up. And I thought, I've got room for like 4 guitars. So I thought, well, buy a guitar. What would I want? And I thought, fuck, I know exactly what I'd want. I'd want a 65 Fender Jaguar reissue because that was like kind of Kurt Cobain's main guitar.
Yeah.
During like the Nevermind tour, and like a lot of the most famous photos of Kurt, he's playing a 65 Jaguar.
That was his thing.
Yeah, he bought it used. It was just a fucking Frankenstein. It had like everything changed. The guts were changed. The pickups were changed. It was like a mutant Fender Jaguar. And it just became an iconic guitar. And it's the only guitar, I believe, that is still in his estate. I believe his daughter now owns that guitar.
Huh.
The rest of them were kind of sold. His blue Mustang just sold for $4.5 million at auction.
Holy shit.
Wow. The one he used in the Teen Spirit video that he played on Nevermind on the album. He played most of the album with it. And the acoustic that he played on the Unplugged concert sold for $6.5 million about 10 years ago.
Wow.
So that's the most expensive guitar ever sold. And then his black Strat with the white bumper sticker on it, it's called the Vandalism Strat. And the bumper sticker says vandalism is as beautiful as a rock in a cop's face. And it's a bumper sticker that came in a punk rock album. I can't remember the band. But there was like an album that you bought in the 80s, and it was like a punk rock album, and it had that bumper sticker in it, and he put it on his black Strat. That guitar is in the Hall of Fame, I believe.
Wow. So
anyways, I know a lot about his guitars, but I always wanted a 65 Jag, so I went looking, and like just, people started messaging me, hey, look at this. And I wound up with a mint condition Cobain edition. Like I guess in 2011, Fender made a certain number of them for the 20th anniversary of Nevermind.
Yeah.
And they made a bunch of Cobain editions where they had like the correct pickups and all the changes that he had made, all the mods. So it's like, it's exactly what he would have played, right? Except it's mint condition. So that's cool. They also made a road worn one that looked worn out.
Huh.
I don't like those because you need to wear out your own guitar. I don't know.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
That's not the point. You know what I mean? It's like I don't get when people buy pre-ripped jeans.
Yeah. I was literally just going to say that. I'm like, Ron ain't buying pre-ripped jeans.
And also too, like I see the hats that are made to look like they're worn out.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm. And I always think, I actually wore a hat out like that. I actually had a brim open on me from the cable press around rubbing. And I was like, you're just a pretender.
You're a fraudulent hat wearer outer.
I remember you telling us about that a long time ago. Maybe it wasn't even on this program.
It was on the show. It was on the show.
And you told us about the demise of that hat, how it eventually was gone one day.
It just disintegrated. It came apart like pizza slices.
But you know what? I actually get that because I had a hat that my first wife bought me when I was 16. And I was at a gym one time and a guy was like, man, where'd you find that vintage hat? I'm like, 1997 when I bought it.
Yeah. That's funny.
And it was brand new and wasn't vintage at all. I just wore it out.
Oh, my good old Bruins hat.
Wait a second.
So what's going on?
Did Dusty say first wife when you were 16?
No. I was dating when I was 16. We got married when I was 20.
I got really confused there for a minute. I was
20.
Okay.
Yeah.
No.
Dusty.
Yeah. I duped her at a much younger age.
I want to point out too how mature. It even made me feel like a real adult having one of my best friends say first wife. Yeah. It just like I'm like, oh, this is like grown up things.
I collect them. Ron's got guitars. I got wives.
It's funny. So yeah, I guess what episode are we, Scott?
Yeah, that's
140.
Something.
142 or something.
Something.
That's good.
43. 43 actually. Yeah, because we put 142 out.
You're pretty sure, eh?
I'd put money on that 143.
How much?
Put money on that. Yeah, it's 143. It's 143.
1 Bitcoin.
Wow.
That's what I put on it.
1 Bitcoin. Yeah.
Today or yesterday? Never mind.
Yeah, not bad. Okay, episode 143. It's just bodybuilding. Remember to like, share, subscribe, comment, and
ring the bell.
There you go. And we're very happy to be back. What is going on? I got to start with all the shooting you're doing, Scott.
Yes.
It's looking good.
Thank you. I'm trying, man.
Yeah, I see you taking out the hostage.
Yeah.
That was a bit of a dark twist, plot twist, as you put. Yeah. Plot twist.
You got to keep them guessing. You know what I mean? A little reverse psychology.
I'm actually on their team. Yeah.
Okay,
it's good, man. Good.
I went to I didn't shoot, but it was a shooting competition a couple weeks ago before our Chicago trip. And it's cool, man. They do this competitive shooting where they have a timer, they hit the button, and then there'll be all these different targets around, and you have to run around and like put 2 shots in each target and add up the points, your time, all of that. So everybody's competing against each other. I'm going to get involved in that because I feel like that's the next step, because I can shoot in one spot, but when you start moving and shooting at the same time, it gets tricky, but it's going good, right, man. I've been like on the edge of my seat though. Canada changed their laws, and I didn't hear that I know you had your permit, but I didn't get any pictures of any guns over the weekend. So,
oh well, that's because after you buy your gun, there's like a 7 to 10 day waiting period where you have to get a letter from the RCMP that tells you you're allowed to go pick it up and drive it straight home.
Oh,
and you can't make any stops, and you have to take the shortest possible route.
Okay, so
there's
like
a bunch of laws about handguns. Yeah, I got the receipt for it. I got the email saying that it's going to be ready for pickup soon, and I'm just waiting.
Good. So, I was okay because I didn't think you did, and then because you didn't say anything, you didn't show it to us.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then,
It's got
and
to wait
then
for
you're
it.
and then now you're talking about guitars, and I'm sitting here
Yeah,
listening to
I
you,
went
and I was like, oh, he's buying guitars because he can't buy the gun. That's
Oh, right, like it was a compensation.
Yeah,
No, I
yeah.
just there's been a couple of things I've been like I don't buy anything.
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
like a terrible consumer. I'm not a collector of things, or I don't need the latest gadget. I don't even know what's available. I hadn't been in a guitar store for a long time. I walked in, I was like, oh, look,
Yeah.
But I just
I didn't know
there's
they
a couple
still had
things I
stores.
wanted. Couple things I wanted, yeah. And so I got the gun and I got a guitar and I got a bass. And the reason I bought the bass was I thought, well, I might as well have a bass because there's a couple of bass lines I want to learn again. I used to be able to play a few.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'll get a cheap bass because I spend the money on the guitars, but I don't really care what bass I have. So I just got like an entry level bass. So it'll be fun to like play around on.
It'll be cool.
Facebook Marketplace
Nice.
for the win. Facebook Marketplace is fucking incredible. Did it just destroy Craigslist? Is Craigslist even a thing anymore? Because Facebook Marketplace works way better.
I've never used it.
It's good. There's a lot there.
It's fucking awesome.
I have a Facebook, but I don't ever go on it.
Facebook Marketplace. So, for example, I went into the store and I looked at this bass.
Yeah.
And it's like an entry level bass. Like it's, if you want to learn to play, it's about $600.
Mm-hmm.
And then I went on Facebook Marketplace. I found one. It's like a year old. Some kid got it, didn't play it.
Right.
It's fucking mint condition. And I just drove over to their house, gave them $300 for it.
Nice.
So it's like just stuff like that, it's all over there.
I got
and
a lot
also
of my,
too, there's people that's how they make a living.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
just flip stuff because people want to get rid of shit, right? So they get it for 300 and then they put it up for 400 and they sit patiently.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. And they make their 100.
I sold a couple of pieces of gym equipment on Facebook Marketplace because that's where I've gotten a lot of my, like the I'd say 75% of my gym is from Facebook Marketplace. And then I got a couple things I didn't need. Like I had an extra weight tree and I did the same thing. I just put it up on Marketplace, left it. And eventually like a month later, some guy really wanted it. And so he came over and gave me the money.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a beautiful thing.
Yep. Take my junk.
Hey, that's someone else's.
I had this big guitar like pedal board.
Yeah.
And it had like 5 effect pedals built into it. And then it had a control pod and you could hook it up to, if you had like a studio in your house or whatever. And it was pretty fun because it had so many effects programmed into it. Like you could do anything on it. But they're like so obsolete now.
Yeah.
Like the new shit's all fucking wireless and Bluetooth and like this is like big plugs and cords running everywhere. Like it's it's funny. So I sold it for $50 on Marketplace and guy gave me $50 for it. It was probably like
the wire. He just wanted the copper on the wire.
he probably just needed the fucking guts out of it. Yeah. Just bought it for parts. Or he has one and he just needs like parts to restore it or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's funny. So okay, I got a bunch of good questions. I know we've been doing the 2 episode thing. Are we gonna do that this week? Or are we just doing one big smoker?
Well, Scott's got a bunch of questions too, so maybe we should roll on Scott's questions for this episode.
All right. I do have a bunch of stuff that I got.
I got some good ones too. I
got a bunch of questions too. I don't know if they're any good, but I got a bunch.
And with that said, we should say, guys, if you want to take part in the show, comment, plus comments and all that stuff. It helps to boost the show and the algorithm. But comment with questions because we are getting more of them through.
We favor
YouTube.
Those.
Yes. All right.
The way that I favor Harvey. Anyways.
Oh, you do? How does Donna know?
I don't think she cares because everyone else favors her because she's smaller.
Oh, okay.
Oh, so she kind of probably gets it.
She probably thinks it's because I'm like I feel bad for Harvey, but in reality, it's just because he's number one. I'm really glad she doesn't speak English because they're both here right now, and it would be terrible. But he looks like he looks like a Ewok kind of because his hair is all messy.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's all. All right. Anyways, back to the questions, things that don't matter.
All right.
Oh,
there you go.
Yes. Okay.
Go mad.
Chris.
Gonad.
Yeah, he says currently running the Go Mad diet, which is gallon of milk per day. And
Where's the P?
Yeah, gallon of milk a day, maybe a day.
A day. Okay. Yeah, he fucked that all up.
Gallon of milk a day,
and it's incredibly convenient. And I've been putting on some great size with it. Just drink a gallon of milk. I take it with me wherever I go. Most days, I'll barely even eat solid food. Maybe one meal a day of pasta or something along those lines. I'm a 250-pound bodybuilder, and this has been my sole diet for many years because I'm not much of an eater. It would be interesting to hear you talk about it sometime, and if you've ever known anyone that's been successful with this particular diet. Most days I do push past a gallon, though. It's typically 4 to 6 liters of milk. The only downside is having to wake up and piss all night. Wow.
But it's only 2,400 calories.
All right, like, is that whole milk? Is he drinking whole milk?
I gave him, this was, whoa, I fucked up. My bad. Okay. 2% milk.
Oh, he's just saying milk. I don't know. There's something about just the word milk with no number in front of it. I wonder if he's just drinking homo milk, homogenized milk, full milk.
Can't say homo anymore.
Yeah.
No, I think that's the one thing you can say homo for. I think homo milk is the only homo left. It's the one homo that we can cling to.
Don't do it. God, we just between that and the religious things we've hit on already, we're fucked.
And guns.
I'm going to say homo milk like 10 times this episode. I'm going to drop.
It's just got to stay
going.
The
solution to your problems are 10 questions from now. My answer is going to be you got to drink more homo milk.
I found a whole pros and cons of this homo milk thing. A gallon of whole milk is only 2,400 calories. Okay. 127 grams of fat, 187 grams of carbs, and 123 grams of protein. It's not enough.
If you're doing like a full diet and that on top of it, that would be a lot. You know.
But he just said he was eating fucking pasta.
A little pasta on the side.
Well, I don't know.
I mean,
hey, maybe that's
his down with it because I like milk, but I like to mix it with a little bit of Kraft Dinner. If I'm being honest, it's just a quarter.
Oh, I see. You like your dairy a little oranger.
Yeah, with some powdered fake cheese, which will be the thing that finally takes me down. It won't be the trend.
Or the steak. It'll be the steak.
I'm just thinking of like, I'm thinking of like, I'm thinking if he likes milk so much, maybe he can put in a little more effort and still keep a lot of milk. Maybe he could, maybe do the Vince Gironda thing, the old school Arnold diet, the steak and eggs and whole milk and cream. And remember those guys that used to eat like that?
Yeah.
They hardly ate any carbs at all, but their calories were super high, and they were eating all those like full fat foods,
Yeah.
I think some of them lived to 100. Fuck.
Yeah. And the milk, I think, was like on top of it. You know what I mean? Like the milk was on top of your food.
They were washing the steak down with milk.
Yeah.
Cream.
Yeah. To get more.
I had some milk over the weekend, actually. It was a cappuccino ice cream, and it was fucking good. And that has milk in it. So
I remember my granddad used to pour whipping cream like out of the carton. So it wasn't like whipped cream. You know what I mean? It was still in liquid. It was like the full cream or whatever. And he would pour that on his cereal.
Oh, that's heavy.
Wow.
And I remember I ate it once. Like I poured some on my cereal. Yeah. And I was like, it's like melted ice cream cereal. It was so thick. It was funny. But that's high fat.
Cereal on top of that? Like it wouldn't even like submerge if you put the milk in first.
It wasn't. It's not that thick. It's still cream. It's still cream. Yeah,
that's
funny.
Wild. What's happening here? Oh, no, we don't care about this. Okay, sorry. Z Gallery is trying to get in on this. All right, good. Well, more questions, Scott. And no, I mean,
I don't. Yeah, did we answer? We got to eat more.
We just derailed, but.
Maybe he could start mixing some whey isolate in, get his protein up more. If he's 250 pounds, he needs at least 250 grams of protein.
Yeah.
So he's got to get that protein.
We're halfway there. Yeah.
Maybe he's got killer genetics and he's just 250, like, you know.
Maybe he's 6'7", and he's actually very
Who
thin.
knows? Yeah, who knows?
Anyways,
He's got good lactose tolerance, that's for sure. You know,
definitely high levels of lactase enzyme produced in that lad's body.
Yes,
for sure.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Okay.
This is a question mostly for Big Ron. It says, "Hey Scott, I have a question mostly for Big Ron. Disney is looking for a director to reshoot The Phantom Menace, Attack of the Clones, and Revenge of the Sith. Who from this list would you choose? The Coen brothers, Tarantino, Spielberg, or Tim Burton?"
Spielberg, hands down, 1000%.
Yeah,
He'd be the right guy for that. Yeah.
Why?
I like Spielberg's movies a lot. He made the Raiders of the Lost Ark and Indiana Jones series. And I would trust him with the integrity of Star Wars. And he also worked with George Lucas extensively for decades on other projects. So he would know what, I think he would have a good way of tying in the reshoots with Lucas's original vision of, you know what I mean? It's like the closest thing you're going to get to George is basically what I'm saying.
Makes sense.
yeah.
Tarantino and the Coen brothers. I mean, that would be an acid trip to watch. It would be amazing. Like, it would be like, I would love to see the product. But if we're asking if I trust, do you know what I'm saying?
It's different movies.
Yeah, if I'm like trying to fix the problem, I don't know if I gamble with the Coen brothers. You know, the Coen brothers, what, you know, Han Solo shoots Leia in the head, like, the fuck. You know, fucking Anakin kills his family when he's just a kid. He starts his dark side turn way earlier. You know, he kills his aunt and uncle, fucking slices their throats with a butcher knife. He's on the run. Yeah, the story takes a dark turn. Yeah, and it's already a dark story. So I'm not sure. There's my little that set me off. That was a good question.
It was good.
I like that.
It was good.
And then especially when Dusty questioned me, why?
Yeah.
Like, I got why.
Go deep. I'm ready.
And Tim
give
Burton,
a chance to speak.
Tim, I see if Tim Burton did it, everyone would have like weird hair.
Yeah.
Like
Johnny Depp's
you know,
got another job, just like that.
Yeah, Johnny Depp's in it. Johnny Depp comes in doing like a cartoonishly fake accent. Yeah. Steals a scene. Yeah, that'd be funny. Okay.
All right.
Some of the Amber Heard memes, they're just killing me.
They're phenomenal, aren't they?
My favorite one, you know, the meme from Squid Games where they're in the green jumpsuits and he's looking at the guy. He goes, "What are you doing in here? I thought you were financially stable."
Yeah.
Have you seen that meme? I thought you were financially stable. It's Amber Heard's face photoshopped onto the other guy, and so he's going, "What are you doing in here? I thought you were financially stable." And it's her. It just fucking kills me.
Yeah, there were some classics. I saw it cost her $15 million to tell the world she shit the bed. Classics.
Unbelievable.
This was not a question, more so a comment, but I thought I'd share it. This is in regards to our last episode: poops, rimming, and deli meat. And remember, guys, it's just bodybuilding.
I totally forgot. I forgot about that whole section. I forgot about that whole segment.
Yeah.
That was
the guy that was pooping 10 times a day, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yes.
I think I got one of his comments too. He wrote us back. I'll see if I can find that one.
He wrote us back.
Yes, Connie Richards. She's one of our regular listeners. She says, "What any summer plans for everyone? What are you guys doing this summer?"
I don't really do like something because it's summer. I'm sort of like equally busy all the time, so I just sort of keep doing my thing. I actually don't like the heat, so the fact that it's summer doesn't drive me to like do anything extra. I actually like hide in the shade even more, you know.
I thought I was the only one. I'm that way too. Yeah.
Go somewhere cool.
Yeah.
If you're looking for colder places, everyone else is like, oh, tropical. I have a normal summer, but I'm going to Dominican Republic for a week. So that'll be cool. Fun. Yeah. Yeah. I'm doing that. And that's during the summer. Yes.
What about
a lot of traveling lately? I've been living lately.
Yeah. You guys both though. You've been like, you don't make a big deal out of it, but figure for a lot of people, we're doing like 9 to 5 jobs. We're watching YouTube while we're sitting at our desks at the office, stuff like that. And they don't have jobs where they're like, Mutant is sending me out to this place. And are you guys doing any travel with Mutant?
Well, I've got to go to, I'm going to a show in Edmonton. I'm going to the TNT show.
Okay.
And so that's later on this month. Not traveling in July. I've got to go help. I'm going to help move my dad. So I do have to leave and go over to Vancouver Island. So that'll be a couple of days. So I have like a bunch of stuff happening. But our next Mutant trip, September for the UK.
Yeah. And I've got Dallas in 2 weeks. But that's out.
And you've got Dallas. I've got to go to the UK and then you've got to go to Dallas. So yeah.
You went to UK too, because I don't need a shot. I get to go without shots.
Oh, are you really coming to the UK?
Yeah, I'm back.
Awesome.
Cool. They've taken me off the list with the shots, which is good. And so there's that.
Is that a contest over there? Or?
Yeah, the Arnold UK.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that makes sense. And Jamie the Giant's doing it.
Oh, nice.
So so Mutant's really hoping for him. Shows up in fantastic condition and rocks the hometown. Did you see his pictures? Show?
He put up, 12 and 14 weeks out, 325, and he's been on TRT for 10 weeks.
No kidding. Yeah, he looks incredible.
Yeah,
he's a big dude, man.
Yeah, he's a monster. I mean, I'm excited to see what he looks like at 305 and blast it out of his mind. Oh, we're not supposed to say that. My bad. Yes.
Okay. Brandon has one. He says, my question is, how bad do tattoos affect bodybuilders? I have a 3/4 sleeve on my right side that goes into my right pec, and my left pec also has a partial. I got it when I was 18 and had no idea I'd be trying to compete in bodybuilding. And I don't know if I can even get it removed because the colors are so deep. I can't imagine the cost of it even being possible. On my stage shots, it seems to really hide my right shoulder striations from the back shots.
Well, Dusty's got tats. I mean, I don't have a single tattoo, so Dusty
I mean, you wouldn't get tattoos knowing that you're getting into bodybuilding. Like, I got tattoos knowing I was getting out of competing. But the fact that you have them and then you got into bodybuilding, it is what it is. What I will say is Jantana has an incredible tattoo cover-up that I've literally seen full back pieces disappear.
Yeah.
And it's really cool. They actually, they have a couple pictures up, like of a guy hitting a rear double with his tattoo, and then right afterwards when they did it. And the amount of detail, like what he's talking about is absolutely true, because you can't have color or darkness that comes through where things like, these things don't exist, but as they call them, the tie-ins, where your shoulder sharply pulls into your lat or your arm, that all disappears as soon as there's color there, especially when it goes over both things.
Yeah.
But that shit's amazing. So my answer is, number one, you should use Jantana anyways, because I think they're the best. But two, definitely use that tattoo cover-up, and you'll be good to go. I just had a client that's literally covered in tattoos, like his entire body.
Yeah.
And he just did, which I don't know why we're going to adjust
jumped
his next
in a
show.
vat. He jumped in a vat of that.
He literally just, all he did, because he was doing men's physique, was he did his stomach, just his abs. And it was drastic. And once I saw that, I was like, okay, cool. Next time do your whole upper body. Huh. But I wasn't sure, because it is a cover up. I was like, see what it looks like. Phenomenal. So do that and you'll be fine. And then you still got your tattoos.
Yeah, I've seen a bunch of people get really great cover ups done. The problem was,
your boy's got his whole leg though. What's his name?
yeah, he had it covered for his first show. Morgan Sharp
It was
had it covered for
nuts.
his first show, and it looked fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Perfect. I mean, the thing about the cover up is it's a little more matte looking.
Yes.
Because they can't really gloss it.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
there is a difference, but if the tone and the color is right, it's all about the color matching more than the gloss. Like, you know what I mean? But yeah, I mean, it just looks crazy. And I always tell people the two places that you really got to cover if you have to, well, I guess three places you should cover. I always tell people big back pieces and quads
Yep.
are like kind of a big deal for me. The abs, depending on how much is on there. I mean, if you just have like something on the side or something, you're fine. But if you have like a massive mural or something, then abs got to be done. But those are the three things that I think are most important.
I agree.
But I've never had one, so
I'm surprised, Ron. I feel I don't have any tattoos either, but I feel like we are in the minority in the world now. You know, like when I was a
Absolutely.
kid, there weren't a lot of people that, like, you know, some people had tattoos, but it wasn't huge. But now, like, I think everybody I know has tattoos. Does Emily have tattoos?
No, Emily doesn't have a single
Victoria
tattoo.
doesn't either. Yeah.
You people all stick together. You're a gang.
Yeah, it was never intentional, obviously. You know,
Yeah.
never
You just hang up on me.
Did you ever think about getting one? Was there ever a point where you're like, oh, I'm going to get this?
Yeah, there was times where I thought, hey, like, I'm going to put a bunch of thought into this. What would I get? Like, maybe if I really think about it, something will like jump out at me, and I'll feel like hey, that's a good idea. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I really did entertain it. I even had a couple of guys I know draw something up for me. Mm-hmm. And, I follow an account on Instagram that's all rock and roll tattoos. So it's like really cool rock and roll tattoos. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And so there's people that have like, you know, they'll have like a portrait of Slash on their arm. And it's just fucking amazing. You know what I mean? Or they'll have like an Angus Young on their pec and a Malcolm Young on their other pec, like both Young brothers. And it's like, it looks like unbelievable artwork, you know? Mm-hmm. So there's just like crazy pieces like that. I think, you know, I admire it. And I think the artists are amazing. I can't even comprehend how you have the skill to make that happen. It
Agreed.
boggles my mind. I think tattoo artists are just mind-boggling, doesn't make sense to me. There's ink coming out of a needle, and you just do that with it. Doesn't make sense.
I love how you said it. You just do that with it.
Yeah, tattoos have gotten so good nowadays. Like it's next level now.
Oh yeah.
I'm with you.
You know, I think like a lot of stuff. I see tattoos on people all the time. I'm like, fuck, that's crazy.
I almost got a real bad one once. Like this is literally
Bart Simpson on your neck.
I was with two of my friends. Quinn
Don't have a
and
cow,
Scott.
man.
That would be the worst.
Don't have a cow.
Or a Tasmanian devil, maybe, you know.
You like that, Dusty?
Gold. That was fantastic because it just rang far too true to me.
Close. I was with my friend Quinn and my friend Scott, and we were drinking and doing coke. Actually, this is like we were 16 and we were hanging out.
God.
Yeah, so it's like that's a bad combo. We were hanging out
That's
with a guy.
a rough 16.
Who
I
had a rough.
Was this a Miami Vice episode?
Yeah.
16, a lot different than I did.
It wasn't a lot of coke.
My 16 involved like Sega Genesis and BMX bikes.
We were maybe 17. So I don't know if that makes a difference. Okay. We might have been 17.
No, but go ahead.
So it was just
and then the hookers showed up, and once the hookers got there, it really got out of control.
And our older friend Rob, he knew this guy.
I'm dropping last names.
Maybe I shouldn't do that.
Bro, this massive coke party.
This is 20,
my buddy
20 years
Rob
ago.
Comes over.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna edit that out. I'm gonna edit that out.
You cannot edit that now.
Well, I'm
like a
I'll
beep.
beep it. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, he's currently a school teacher in
No,
Akron,
no,
Ohio.
no. Rob's not. No, I have a feeling school teaching is the last thing Rob is doing right now. Let me put it that way.
Like, is he not allowed to be within a few hundred yards of a school?
Within a few hundred yards of people. I don't know.
Oh my God, this is getting so great.
We were hanging out. Rob knew this guy who did tattoos in prison. So
Perfect. So there I was, drunk,
and yeah, we were all going to get Slayer tattoos. Like, just
So I have a question. I
Yeah.
have a question. Did he go to the prison to do tattoos, or he was an inmate?
oh no, yeah, you don't go to a prison to do. You learn
I'm
a
just
skill.
kidding.
Yeah, okay.
I'm
Yeah,
just
you,
kidding.
You pick up the
He
skill
learned.
while you're there.
Yes.
And now he had real.
But he was
equipment
out
and all
now.
that. Yeah, he's out now,
Okay.
and he was doing legit tattoos. Rob got this big grizzly bear, and we were all going to get just like a little Slayer tattoo.
Slayer.
And I'm glad I didn't get that. But
Well, what stopped you?
I
The
just
story doesn't end.
I had you know what? Out of all the bad decisions I made when I was 17, I had a feeling. I was like, nah, you don't want that. You know, you don't want to live.
So you
with
were
that.
sitting there and you're like drunk and just snorted some cocaine off a stripper's ass. And you're like, you know what? I've made enough bad choices today.
Just
We're
give me
not
some
going
more.
to Slayer tattoo.
It's very possible Slayer's next album might be subpar.
Just give me a little more
And I
coke.
will
I'll take that
regret.
instead.
Right.
Oh God. Okay. I just wanted to make sure I
goodness
understood this.
All right. So
Well,
yeah.
everyone's got their limits. You know?
I'm stopping at snorting coke off a hooker's ass. Okay.
All right. I think I had one more good one here from Bryce. He says, "You're a pop star with Michael."
Oh, I
Jackson.
love how this starts. I have no idea where it's going.
You're a pop star
Right.
with Michael Jackson level fame. You're putting together the next big album and need some big name guest spots. Who you gonna ask to do the guitar solo, the debut, and roll around on the beach with the film clip?
Okay, I can entertain this. I'll get who? So the guitar solo. I'll ask. Who am I gonna get? Well, I'll get Angus Young to do it. I was gonna say like Zakk Wylde or something, but it's a pop song, and Zakk Wylde would be a little more metal.
I was going to go Gary Clark
Angus-
Jr., but okay.
Angus might be able to write like, you know how Eddie Van Halen came in and did Beat It. You know,
Valid. Yeah.
it's like Eddie's not a pop star, but he can lay down a really wicked solo. So yeah, I'd get Angus to do like a bluesy solo for me. Throw it in there. A duet. Fiona Apple.
Whoa.
Love her. And what was the other one? What was the last one?
You're gonna
roll on the
roll,
beach with.
yeah, for the video.
Oh, roll around on the beach with. Damn. I don't want to sound too creepy.
He's trying to think of older beaches, older women on the beach. Who
Yeah.
could I
I'm like,
possibly
don't
hook
say
up
anyone
with
from
now?
Instagram. Don't say anyone from Instagram.
Oh God.
They're
That's so
dropping
bad.
names. It's like,
Full name.
yeah.
Just give her Instagram name at.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm thinking I go retro with the video and maybe make it funny, and maybe get Pam Anderson to do it with me,
There you go. That
or
makes
Carmen
sense.
Electra. That would work too.
Great choice.
I'm sure she still
Yes.
looks great.
She has no OnlyFans. Anyways.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Well,
I just found out the 1 Minute Man put that up like 2 weeks ago. I was like, oh, it's interesting.
did you see that one
Blast
that one chick on Barstool Sports? She's like some Instagram chick. She made $1 million in one day with her
Yeah,
OnlyFans.
that was the chick. That was the chick, the Cash Me Outside chick from like.
Well, no, this is a different chick. This is a different girl.
Oh,
than-
okay.
Yeah,
That
I
girl-
saw the
that
Cash Me
girl-
Outside girl. Yeah.
Yeah, but do you see what she
Crazy.
did after that? Like, everyone thought it was going to be like a quick thing, so she made like $1 million in a certain amount of hours. And he's like, little catch up on what she's done since then. By the end of the year, she did $53 million.
Yeah, crazy.
I'm
She
like-
just kept rolling with it.
What?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
This girl just started an OnlyFans, put up one picture of her tits. She's like, I'll show my tits. And she put up one picture. She had 6.5 million Instagram followers when she
Holy
launched it.
shit.
So she was just a hot Instagram girl and she'd never shown her tits.
Okay.
So she started an OnlyFans and put one tit shot up.
Yeah.
And it was like $19.95 to subscribe or whatever. She made $1 million in one day.
Yeah. I'm thinking that
Good
6.5
day.
million followers. That's nuts, man.
Every girl with a huge following just said, you know what? It's tits.
It's
Let's do
one
this."
picture.
That's what she said. She's like, I said, I'll fuck let them see my tits.
Yeah.
Who cares?
For $1 million? Fuck.
Get this. So Snoop Dogg will do a one, like you can hire Snoop to be on a video. Like if you have, he'll do a song with you. So if you have a song and you want him to be part of it, the price is $250,000. Okay. But if you think about it, then you have an album with Snoop on it.
Yeah, what does that pay you?
I don't know. Like, I mean, you got to probably have a good album outside of that, but yeah, you get 16 bars, and he said that he'll do the video, and you get, what does he say? You get 16 bars, $250,000, and you get 1 hour. So get filming. So he's not hanging out.
So 16 bars of music worth
Yeah.
of Snoop.
Yeah.
You get 16 bars. That's like, yeah, that's funny. 16 bars. I didn't know they talk like that.
For $250K.
But that, I feel like that could be worth it. You know what I mean? Like if you,
Well,
were-
I'm